Ramakatha Rasavahini, Chapter 2. The Sacred Cow. The Curse of the Sacred Cow. Listening to that prayer, Vasishtha was lost in deep meditation. Perfect silence prevailed. The king too sat in the lotus posture on the bare floor and merged his mind in God. The queen attuned her mind with the divine. At last, Vasishtha opened his eyes and said, King, the will of God can be thwarted by no person, whatever their might or authority. I have no power to override the decree of the divine. I cannot manifest enough grace to confer through my blessings the son you desire. You have drawn on yourself a curse. On one occasion, when you were approaching the capital during a journey home, the divine wish-fulfilling cow Kamdhenu was reclining in the cool shade of the divine wish-fulfilling tree, the Kalpataru. Your eye fell on her, but caught up in the tangle of worldly desires, you ignored and passed on in pride to the palace. Kamdhenu was pained by the neglect. She was hurt that you had failed to honor her. She felt that your people would start dishonoring the cow since the king himself has failed in his duty. When rulers you do not revere the Vedas, neglect the cow which sustains humanity, continue to rule without restraint, she argued, there will be no Dharma in the land. Kamdhenu cursed you that day that you should have no son to succeed your throne. She declared, however, that whence you take the advice of the Guru and start in humility and reverence to serve the cow and worship her in gratitude, the curse will be rendered infructuous and you will be rewarded with the son. Therefore, worship the cow from this very moment with your queen as laid down in the sacred texts and be certain to have a son. The hour is near when cows start returning home from the pasture. My treasure, the divine cow Nandini, is fast approaching the hermitage. Go, serve her with devotion, with steady faith. Give her food and drink at appropriate time. Wash the cow and take her out to the pastures and see that no harm comes to her when she grazes. Vasishtha initiated the king and queen in the ritualistic vow of cow worship. He sent them into the cowshed with holy water and offerings for the worship, and himself walked towards the river for evening prayers and ablutions. One day, when Nandini was grazing happily in the jungle, a lion spied her and followed her in order to allay his hunger. Dilip saw this. He used all his skill and might to foil the lion from pouncing on her. He resolved to offer his own body in exchange. The lion, though feline and ferocious, was a strict follower of Dharma. Moved by compassion at the sacrifice that the king was willing to make, it released the cow and king from its clutches and left the place. Nandini was filled with inexpressible sense of gratitude and joy at Dilipa's self-sacrificing gesture. She said, King, the moment the curse that afflicts you is lifted, you will have a son who will subdue the whole world, support the principles and practice of Dharma, earn renown on earth and in heaven, enhance the fame of dynasty, and more than all, continue the Ishwaku line wherein the Lord himself, Narayan, will one day take birth. May this son be born soon. Nandini blessed the king, tended the king. The sacred cow returned to Vasishtha's ashram. Vasishtha had no need to be told. He knew all as soon as he saw the faces of the king and queen. He surmised that their wish was fulfilled. He blessed them and let them leave for the city. After Dilipa and Queen Sudakshina prostrated before the sage, they returned to the palace full of joy and happy turn of events.